Hello, this is World University in Schools, WUAS News and Question and Answer on Monday, June 19th, 2023 at 1 p.m. Eastern Time, newly, 10 a.m. Pacific Time, and I think it's 10:30 p.m. India time. If you'd like to join this open conversation, please check out Twitter before Mondays at typically 10 a.m. Eastern Time. And we'll return to that time next Monday, June 26th. But as we wait to see if people will join us in this open WUAS news and question and answer on Monday, June 19th, 2023, I'd like to share a little news with you about World University in School and the WUAS Press, WUAS Corp. So the first item of news is World University in School is seeking to take next steps in the MIT OpenCourseWare-centric wiki World University in School accreditation process with Middle States Commission on Higher Education and the state of Pennsylvania's Department of Education's licensure process too. And with a business plan and money to pay accreditation and licensure fees. Alden Briscoe of Brakely Briscoe in the San Francisco Bay Area, California, has declined to become chair of the WUAS board, and you can see about the WUAS board and more at the World University Foundation page, wiki.worlduniversityinschool.org/wiki/world_university_foundation. And WUAS World University in School hasn't yet heard back from either Bill Gates or Stanford Law Codex's Roland Vogel about joining the World University in School WUAS board yet. So I'm Scott McLeod, seeking to move back into a newly safe Canyon, California 94516 on 9/1/2023 from asylum in Pennsylvania and from California, but am staying in a concerning house here in Western Pennsylvania. More reason to leave it at the end of July. And World University in School continues to seek, through these open conversation opportunities, the generativity of talking. So if you would like to share some ideas, if you have some questions about free online WUAS degrees and wiki schools for speakers of all known living languages, 7,168 known living languages in 200 countries, and World University in School is seeking to offer free bachelor, PhD, law, medicine, IB high school or similar, AA, and master's degrees in all of 200 countries per the Olympics and in their main languages. Please send an email to meeting@worlduniversityinschool.org or join these WUAS news and question and answer get-togethers. So agenda item 1, World University in School heard back from Stanford Law Codex participant last Friday, and from Sugam Sharma PhD, who is with the Iowa State University developing a project through his eLegalls.com organization, which he founded, to add potentially the Iowa Supreme Court cases into generative AI, artificial intelligence, and potentially with Wikidata, as a data source for this. So World University School introduced Sugam Sharma PhD to Lydia Pincher, the product manager of Wikidata in Berlin. And Wikidata is Wikipedia's backend structured knowledge database with querying in 300 languages. And World University School WUAS has been in Wikidata since 2015, so for about 8 years now. And Sugam Sharma emailed World University School and Roland Vogel and Lydia Pincher to say that he was opening communications with Lydia Pincher and Wikidata about possibly adding the Iowa Supreme Court cases to a generative artificial intelligence project he's developing with machine learning predictability, and into Wikidata as the data source for this. This is a fantastic development. Glad to have introduced Sugam Sharma PhD with Lydia Pincher, and am exploring how World University School can support this. And to this end, World University School created a new law school, the Iowa Law School at WUAS, which we seek to hire faculty for. And it's the first law school of the 50 US states that World University School has created the beginnings of. World University School has created about 8 beginning law schools in 8 countries out of 200 countries, such as the India Law School and the Afghanistan Law School and the China Law School and the Egypt Law School, all planned in their respective main and official languages. And this communication with Sugam Sharma PhD regarding adding the Iowa Supreme Court cases into generative artificial intelligence, such as legal technology, legal information technology, with Wikidata as a data source for this, is an amazing new development that I hope the Iowa Law School at WUAS in WUAS Media Wiki, our front-end wiki that's open and editable, will be something that can support this eLegalls, electronic legals .com project, eLegalls.com. So item 1A, we've added some ideas and references to this new Iowa Law School at WUS with much of electronic legals, eLegalls focus here. Sugam Sharma PhD is also from India, so there's an India resource, and it's fascinating further to explore how this project of adding the Iowa Supreme Court cases to generative artificial intelligence might inform even other countries' developments with their Supreme Courts, such as India and in Hindi. And Sugam Sharma is, I think, possibly exploring that. Could adding the Iowa Supreme Court cases become a model for many Supreme Courts? So item 1B, how might this project of adding Iowa Supreme Court cases into artificial intelligence, generative AI, inform the India Supreme Court's cases and their adding into generative AI? And similarly, item 1C, how might this also inform the adding of the United States Supreme Court cases into generative AI? There may be many projects in the US, in India, along these lines. It's particularly the adding of the Iowa Supreme Court cases, thanks to Sugam Sharma PhD's email to World University School and me, Roland Vogel and Lydia Pincher, into Wikidata as a backend structured knowledge database for artificial intelligence and machine learning. That is an amazing new development for legal technology in many, many contexts, and particularly with regard to the Iowa Supreme Court and the state of Iowa. It's possible that the state of Iowa will compensate or pay into Wikidata for this project of adding the Iowa Supreme Court cases into Wikidata as a backend structured knowledge database in English. Great developments. Glad World University and School could make this fruitful introduction. Item 2, there's an upcoming Wikidata conference in Taipei, Taiwan. And on Twitter, Lydia Pincher, the product manager for Wikidata, retweeted an inquiry into, or a kind of invitation from Wikidata conference is happening later this year in Taipei and online. The call for proposals is now open. We'd love to see your submissions about cool projects you are working on. This is a Wikidata tweet. So I'm interested in these regards that this conference will be in English and Chinese, and World University and School is seeking to create major MIT OpenCourseWare-centric universities for the free degrees I mentioned earlier, online from people's homes in all 5 of the countries where Chinese is an official language. So the 5 countries where Chinese is an official language are Hong Kong, China, Macau, Taiwan, and Singapore. And World University and School has already created the beginnings of 3 universities, the China World University and School, the Hong Kong World University and School, and the Singapore World University and School, all still in English, but planned in Chinese, planned in Mandarin. And it's with this idea that I think I would contribute to this invitation from WikidataCon to see these proposals as a proposal. In what ways could these 5 online universities become a project emerging from this WikidataCon Taipei? It's possible, and it may be much better for World University and School to stay independent of this conference for a variety of reasons. But how these 5 universities at World University and School will emerge in the Mandarin language and with artificial intelligence and large language models in Chinese, potentially with much of the initial data in Wikidata, is one of the further ideas I would add to this conference. I'll perhaps post this on Twitter and communicate in that way with Lydia Pincher, the product manager at Wikidata. So agenda item 3, this is an emerging idea from my experience with much faster internet speeds over a hotspot on a smartphone to my MacBook Air laptop and via T-Mobile, telecommunications company with its headquarters based in the state of Washington in the Pacific Northwest of the US. So real-time music making with a WUAS collaboration for smartphones and from people's homes anywhere in the world with T-Mobile at the World University and School Music School, which is planning in a brainstorming way to have wiki subject pages for all musical instruments ever and in all languages. So all musical instruments in English, all musical instruments in Chinese, all musical instruments in Nigerian languages, in New Guinean languages, potentially, if useful. And as we continue to grow our World University and School Music School for people, speakers of all 7,168 languages, and in their 200 countries. So how to move beyond lag or internet delay to a musician's ear in this project is a fascinating set of engineering questions, potentially moving way beyond increasing the number of the speed of physical wired Ethernet connection into a home. How to do so through how to increase the speed of the internet, moving beyond lag through a smartphone hotspot. Will the Google Tensor chip help facilitate this, for example? And World University and School is seeking to code for all 7.9 billion people with time at World University. And would it be possible for this planning or this possible collaboration between WUS and T-Mobile to anticipate 7.9 billion people's smartphones for real-time music making without discernible lag to a musician's ear with time? This is a huge project for developing the speed of the internet and for music making, jamming, improvising together, duets, chamber music, symphony musicians, 100 symphony musicians playing all together in real time from 100 different locations in the world, from many countries. It would be indeed an amazing set of developments. When might it come apart? When might it come to be? Could it be 5 years from now? Could it be 10 years? Could it be 20 years that we might have these developments with the speed of the internet and for real-time music making and with artificial intelligence and machine learning too? Stay tuned. Agenda item 4. We've explored this before. WUS and 10 University of California's collaboration. How best could World University and School collaborate with 10 University of California's? And I'm potentially heading back west in September 1st to California. And there is in my blog, scott-mccloud.blogspot.com, a Cal_Berkeley or a Cal Berkeley blog label. And it's in there that I've also explored these questions of WUS and 10 University of California's collaboration. I have a master's degree in sociocultural anthropology from the University of California, Santa Barbara as well in these regards. So item 5 is an invitation to Joyce Betancourt in Southeast Massachusetts, whom I know from virtual worlds, particularly a conference or two with regard to Second Life, the 3D virtual world, from probably more than 10 years ago, who's still very involved in virtual worlds in many ways, and invite her to one of these WUS news and question and answers on Monday to talk further with her thinking about online virtual worlds that might be for many purposes, and emerging out of her experience, I think, with a fair degree of focus on avatar bots she may have in the past. And item 6, and to close, I was just talking recently, asking a friend about what the newest countries in the world are, and looked this up today, and regarding the nation states wiki subject page at World University and School that's planning all 200 countries per the Olympics major online universities, and found that the newest countries in the world are South Sudan in Africa, which split from Sudan in 2011, Kosovo, which is partially recognized as a country, and which succeeded from Serbia in 2008, and not yet fully recognized by the United Nations, and Montenegro, which separated from Serbia in 2006, and East Timor, which gained independence from Indonesia in 1975 and became sovereign in 2002, and Serbia, which separated from Montenegro in 2000, and Palau, which graduated from the UN Trust Program in 1994, so it may be partially recognized too. So I think 2 of them are on the nation states wiki subject page at this point, as beginning World University in Schools for free MIT OpenCourseWare centric WUAS degrees. We'll add the others soon. Great to have major online universities growing in these countries' main languages with large language models potentially for artificial intelligence and machine learning, and not only for the official languages of these countries, but also for all the languages in these countries as wiki schools for open teaching and learning, people to people, free universal education. So that's the news and question and answer today, which Monday, June 19th, 2023. Next week, the WS News and Question and Answer will again be at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. I'll post the recording of today's WUS News and Question and Answer for June 19th, 2026 to the active YouTube channel for World University in School, Scott McCloud, youtube.com/Scott McCloud World University. And I'll post it to Twitter's, twitter.com/WORLDUNIVANDSCH and twitter.com/WUAS Press. And I'll also post it to share it with people who receive the emails announcing these WS News and Question and Answer. If you know of students who might be interested in free online degrees, we're seeking to proceed this September 1st, 2023, with an ongoing matriculating classes. You can take the CS First, study the CS First with Google at World University in School course, learning the Scratch programming language to matriculate in at this time to World University in School. If you know of students who might be interested in free MIT OpenCourseWare centric degrees, first in English, but then in all 200 countries' main languages, please let World University in School know at meeting@worlduniversityandschool.org. Until next week, I'm Scott McCloud. Bye for now. See you online on Twitter. Other ways, talk with you soon.